I thought I'd take you along on this project. I was at a show this weekend and a couple young ladies came up to me and they're looking for a vertical handrail. In reality, just a handhold for a single step up into their house. After talking to them, we kind of came up with something like this. Pretty straightforward handle, like a door handle even. Dimensions, actually I don't know this dimension yet, so I'm guessing somewhere between 3 and 4 inches. So we're going to go a little large on that, and hopefully we can cut it down once I know the numbers. About a 12-inch run on it, and that's kind of what we're after. We'll just put a couple of plates on the end, mount that to the side of their house. And talking to them, they wanted, you know, a little more than just plain old, because I can just zip, 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 weld, and be done with this thing. So we did discuss putting in a twist here, which I think I'll do that. I was thinking maybe a reverse twist even, but no, I think just a plain old twist from corner to corner. And then Chandler takes over with his mind here. I'm thinking, all right, well, let's do 90-degree turns here, 90-degree corners, and I like that. I think that look would be better. I'm going to make this out of 1-inch square to start with. When you put the twist on it, that should give it a little bit more width. And I think it'd make a good handle. But 90-degree turn, and it's going to look just kind of, I don't know. Nobody's going to. Well, I guess it might. I don't like that. It just didn't sit well. I still might end up doing it. But what I was wondering is, can I do a detail that's like a 90-degree turn, but make it look like it's set in a little bit? Let me show you what I mean. What I'm thinking. So I have 1-inch stock, right? I'm going to go ahead and bend that, and I'm going to have this radius. That's too much. I want to show you. This radius here, right, for the handle. And you know, it looks very much like the drawing, that's for sure, but I'm not sure about that. So what I want to do is, just since we have the opportunity and it's good practice to do that, is a nice 90-degree turn. But that still looks a little boring to me. I thought, well, maybe I'll just soften that edge out there when I'm done and everybody will be happy. And then I got wondering, can I do it this way? So there's a bit of a step back at the end. All right, that's kind of the idea that I have. I think that would be, from a blacksmithing perspective, a very interesting challenge. I'm sure it's nothing new, but I've never seen anybody do it, so it's totally new to me. So in the process of doing that, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my curve in, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a 90, or try to do what would be a typical 90 turn, but I'm not going to try to square that inside corner off. I think that's the answer. I'm not certain. Once I have something like this in place, I'm thinking what I can do is then move this over. All right, and with this extra steel, I think I can go ahead and slide this over, upsetting in this part, and actually put in a step here. That's what I'm thinking. I may be stupid, but that's what we're going to give it a go. So again, with a 12-inch handle, I cut this piece of 1 inch, 26 inches long. I just kind of guesstimated from what's going to happen when I do all the movement. But let's give it a go. Let's go ahead and mark this out, get it in the fire, and see about, again, I think the first step is going to be a regular 90-degree turn, but with more meat on the inside here. And then we will try moving it over. What I did is I gave myself my 12-inch handle that I want when I get done. That's this mark right here. However, I then have a 1-inch return, so that would be this distance here. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start my bend here, which will give me the bend out in this area, and then when I move it back, hopefully I can move it back into this position. Again, I have the foggiest idea what we're doing in tolerance. We have lots of tolerance on this. But that double dot, I don't know if you can see the dots I put in. Anyway, that mark there, that's where I want to start my bend and then start my corner. What do about getting this show started? I can find my marks, and on this side, I want the double. That's the double right there. Right there. And again, all I want to do is just do a 90 bend here if I have enough heat with it in that spot. There we go. Close enough for me. close enough for what we got going on. So there's the start of it. I don't know, maybe we'll just keep it like that and be done with it. What do you think? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Am I making too big of something out of something? Because I kind of like that now. Shit. Shit. I kind of like the way that looks. No, let's keep going. What we do now is we need to start to upset these corners a little bit. Try to drive those two into a 90. 1 inch stock. That ought to be fun. We will see. We'll give her a little more hammer time. Using a 4-pounder this time. She's moving. Look how she's rolling on it. She's getting fatter there. So again, what I'm really trying to do close to 90, because I want to upset this outside corner, not the inside corner, so that I have some meat to slide over. That's what my logic is anyway. Go for another go around here. It's looking alright. I don't get as much upset on this direction, but I think we're okay. This way. Again, my logic could be totally flawed. Oops, I totally didn't have a hold of it. Put this back here. But again, I really want a little extra meat on that inside corner, so I don't want to work that too much. Closer. Ready? Let's go a little bit more. A little bit more. I really want to hit that in, but I don't want to lose that inside corner yet. Got lots of meat in here to play with, which is good. Let's keep going. Boy, I wish I could get a good 90 on this. Really, it would only take a little bit of time right now to finish that 90 off. I don't know for sure what my logic is. I'm thinking that I want to start driving it over the edge of the animal like that. And a better view would be something like that. And start pushing that out. Maybe that's the right thing to do. Looking at the physics, or thinking about the physics that I'm trying to achieve, I think I'm going to have myself a heck of a problem, because every time I hit here, it's going to want to try to bend that end up. And I'm thinking that's going to be one fight. It never ends. But if we can drop it even a 1/4 inch, which we are, can you see it at all? Yeah, a little bit. It's moving a little. I'm not giving up yet. Let's see if we can get some positive reinforcement from this concept. Positive reinforcement from this concept would be good for now. I like that step that's there, I really do. I don't know, children, what do you think? You going to be able to pull that off? Maybe. Maybe. You can see it happening, right? Interesting. Alright, let's do a little bit more of this. It's in the right spot anyway. Just keep it there. Stay there now. Boy, I'll tell you, it's a little narrow. I don't like that too much. I might be able to do something about that. Might be able to do something. We gotta move it a little bit more though. I wanna hit it like this. Kind of. Getting closer. And remember, I'm not going for anything overly dramatic. Just want it to look recessed. 1/4 inch would be fine, I think. Gosh, I think we might be there. Clean this thing up a little bit. Clean this thing up a little bit. To 1 inch by inch. My chains were in the way. I'll pull that off, you think? We'll see. Alright, I want to start squaring that end up a little bit. Stop. Chains in there. Ain't horrible. Ain't perfect either. perfect either. What are we gonna do? I think a little more upsetting. I kind of want a cleaner inside edge on that outside protrusion. I'm gonna go ahead and use the vise because I'm hoping that'll get me a little bit more cleanup. So I'm gonna adjust this to the inch that I want. That should allow me, I think, to get a cleaner inside edge there. I should be able to flip the son of a gun just like this. And be able to upset it in both directions. There, a little taller. Until we're happy with what we're getting. Alright, so I got a little of a roll here, which I didn't want, but I can deal with that. Seemed a little narrow there too. I think we'll upset in this direction and do the best we can to get her squared off, and we're going to call that down. I don't like this round over here, but I don't know if I can get enough meat down in there. We're going to give her a try. I don't know where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do here. That's why you're back farther, but I want to go ahead and upset this back down. Get us back to an inch. I'm hoping it's going to help my other problem. Set this back down without losing what I was after in the first place. It's not big enough. He's going to do it. Doesn't look bad, children. It's not perfect. But for a monkey with a hammer, that doesn't look bad at all, actually. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. Just gotta get her back down to an inch. No, it ain't perfect. Damn it, I think that's what I was after. It's starting to get hot on the hand. I like it. Back down to the 3-pound hammer because I want to just do some fine tuning now. Just to get widths where I think they should be. I want a hammer like this. Oh, that's not on the hands, Jim. Down the gloves we go. That's hot. That'd be hot down the gloves. You do what you got to do. Just trying to get the illusion of 1 inch by 1 inch again. Just the illusion of it would be good. Do what I wanted it to do. So, problem is, boy, it was almost my chin. Right there. I don't like it. Something done did not do what I wanted it to do. And it's pretty big. Son of a bitch. What I had to do is weld that up, which disappoints me. I don't know if you can see it or not. Alright, the entire spot that was folded or cracked there. It wasn't really cracked, I think I moved it too far. I don't know for sure. The reason I welded is because that's fine. I could have just welded the pieces together anyway. I'll forge that out so that it looks good, and then I'm going to do the other side and see if what we learned from doing it twice. At this point, I think I moved too far or upset in the wrong spot. What I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and forge those welds out of here. So it's not noticeable, I hope, to the untrained eye anyway. Just clean everything up. Goes the train whistle. I got something coming up for you, I think. Not today. Should we get a better clean on that? But I have power 5 to do that. One more cleanup. I like to show you I do use the flatter sometimes. Sometimes I do. Come on now, you can do it. Just to clean it up a little. I think that's good enough for me. Good enough for a monkey with a hammer anyway. I believe so. Good enough for a monkey with a hammer. That's it. And that's about as clean as it's going to get. It did what I wanted it to do, except we had that one roll. So let's flip her around and do her again. Looks pretty impressive anyway. But it wasn't a success totally. Let's try on the other side now. I'm looking through my logic. When I make that bend, right? Something like that. I don't believe I can move that mass of steel. I mean, we're talking 50% of its width. I just don't. I mean, that's probably why it rolled and caused that fracture. So what I'm thinking is, after I roll it, if I can make this piece 50% more of its width by upsetting it down, then I can just step it out and draw it back out. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. I just don't know how it affects here when I try to do that. When I'm upsetting, I'm going to be thinning. I think I'm going to be thinning this section in here. So I guess I gotta keep working this in. I gotta keep upsetting in both directions, but mostly in that short piece. That's the plan now. Let's give her a go. Here's the bend. Now again, like I was saying, I really want to upset this thickness in here. And I'm almost thinking the right thing to do is go to a true 90 and then upset only this and then draw it back out. I think that's what we're going to do. 4-pounder back out. Let's go ahead and start moving stuff down where we want it. I hate the hammer on the other end of this, so we have to do it this way. I got a hammer on this end, gosh dang it. Besides, I got a little work. 1 inch thick crap. Done a little more time with this little son of a gun. Keep upsetting it that way. You gotta come back this way, you really do, and that's. I don't want to hammer on this end, so what I'm going to do is try these, see if I can get enough of a hold on it. Control it. Actually, I'll put you right in this freaking hole. Upset you that way. Thank you with a hammer, I'll tell you. Faux show. Faux show, mofo. On that freaking tail. You're getting there. This sucker another go. Go in this direction first if we can. Watch it being done, I'll tell you. Alright, we're not too hot. Come back down in this direction again. That ain't the way I done seen it. Kind of getting where I want, actually. We got a good amount of meat in here, and we're starting to fatten up here. And, you know, a little cleanup, and we actually have a 90 there. So I'm wondering if I'm ready to fatten this up in here some more. I think I might be. We're coming up around about 1 hour into this project. I want to keep working it in both directions a little bit here. Wish I could just go over the edge of the anvil like you normally would, but I don't want to thin that out any. I can't. I just can't do it. It would violate the entire point of what I'm trying to do here. And that's, I want this thicker right there. One of my hands. We're getting there. We are slowly but surely getting there. Like the workout for an hour, I'll tell you. I'm going to do some more steel. I wish I could straighten that up. I really do. I really do, but I can't. Got to be better than what we had last time when we started. So let's go ahead. Try dropping that down. Boy, I should do it right over that hardy hole, shouldn't I? Just like that. Think we got enough meat there, or you think I'm just being lazy? Son of a bitch, you'd think I would have gained a lot more meat than that. If we move that far, I mean, that's still half. Sons of bitches, let's go more. A little more fatness. God, there's a lot of meat there now. There's a lot of meat there. especially when we get it back down to an inch thick. Hell yeah. Just wish I was at a 90 already. I don't know if I want to bring this over. Like that or not. A 4-pound hammer gets heavy over your shoulders. Let's go for it. I'm going to see if I can use the brass hammer on this because I don't want to deform this top at all. It's going to take a minute to get things down where they belong, I bet you. We wind up somewhere in an inch range. Come on. A bit of a step there. It ain't horrible. Alright, we'll go back to trying to put a little bit of a step in here. One more time. And then we'll go back to the plan of drawing that upset steel out. I think I got enough where I can at least get the flatter in there. Got enough of a step there, I bet you. Just bring that down a little. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in the vise like this. This is my top. And then use the flatter and see about driving that down. Hopefully I'll get the right result. Come on now, I can't get my freaking thing in here. I can't put it this way, right? Nope. Sweet! You gotta love it. It's only heat. We don't need heat. Alright, so I changed my mind. I'm not going to use the flutter. I'm going to use this cross beam right where I want it. Work on drawing this out. And in. Don't seem to be doing shit. I swear to God. I don't seem to have moved much at all with all that amount of hammer. Keep trying to find different logic to use, and the logic holds, so I'm going to give her another go here. It's just, it has to work. It's just, it might not be as quick as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. We're going to find out here pretty freaking soon. Up right here. When do you give up? When? Son of a bitch, effort. because I think it's going to work. Back in the position of I don't know what I'm going to do next. So let's go ahead, just hammer till we're happy. Horrible. Until you're happy. And hate. I'll tell you that much. I ain't hating it. Tell you that much. We will make this happen. Oh, goodness. A little bugaboo up here we gotta work out though. It'll work. We'll be there. Let's switch to a little more finesse of a hammer with a 3-pounder and see if we can get things to start looking cleaner. Like I said, I got a heck of a step here I got to work out on this end, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out one way or another, I'll tell you. Go down. Gosh, I wish I hadn't puckered that end up. Got nowhere to work you. Dirty little thing. I'll tell you, I'd be getting on the happy side if I didn't have all that buggering on that nose. Son of a gun. Back to the flatter to see if I can move this down a little bit in a more controlled manner. In fact, I'm going to. Am I going to? No, I'm going to go this way. Up a little bit. I wouldn't mind upsetting a little bit. See what we can do here. I did a lot. That did a very lot. Now flatten this a little too. Oh, come on up. So, had I not gone so wrong with it to mess it up in the first place, I wouldn't have to be doing all this extra work. But it doesn't look too bad. I think we're almost there. What we can do about cleaning that top roll up a little bit, if I can, that would make me a happy person. For sure. And I think we're going to go back to that flatter again. New hammer, boys. fast and keep him. That did a good job. Jeez, almost good enough. Almost good enough. I can just square that off. I'm going to try to move her down a little bit more. Just a hair. So I can go ahead and work this out a little bit more. Hating it totally. Not totally. A little bit, but not totally. Clean up this top. Just get it straight up. Back here. Square it up a little bit. Just a little bit. It is what it is. I don't think I'm going to fry. Doesn't look horrible. See, what I'm trying to get rid of is that rounded over nose. And I just don't have the material to do that. I don't think. So that's what it's going to be. I'm okay with the rustic look of it. It's kind of where they were going anyway. But that one, that's it. It's the only thing I don't like about it. But we'll see how it looks when we get done. You know, if I don't like it, I don't sell it. That's how it works. I think I'm a little narrow here now. So I'm going to go ahead and upset that a little bit. And then we'll put that twist in. I think that's where we is. Let's see if we can just kind of get a little fatness down here on the bottom. Piece is pretty damn thin there, huh? It is what it is. Hopefully the twist will hide some of that. Not so much hide it, but I finally hit you guys. Been waiting for it to happen, haven't we? There we go. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. I am not happy with it, but you never know till fat lady sings. What's she actually going to look like? She's going to look horrible. She just don't look good, that's all. She looks handmade though, don't she? For sure, mofo. Alright. Let's throw the twist and see what it looks like. I mean, that's really the critical part, and then we'll see about what we're going to do about cleaning everything else up if we do any of it at all. Still got a bit of a roll in here, but it's nowhere near like the other one. This thing is trying to get enough heat all the way across this thing so that we're evenly heated from one end to the other, so that twist is even. And that is the challenge with this fork. I don't have a lot of room in there, but I got as good as I'm going to get right there, I think. So we're going to go ahead think I'm okay with that. Let's go for it. What the hell we got for this? I want to straighten it up. It's a little bit bent there a little. Goes in the freaking vise. Exactly. There. Come on. You can do it. And then this will go on exactly here. We will twist and try to keep it straight. I think I want to do another one. I think that'll give them just the handhold they need. It's relatively even. I think I like it. We're lined up almost perfectly. That is perfectly lined up. Let's see if we're straight still. Off here. Bad. Not bad. Straight there. Well, just off, just a hair. Right here. That ain't what I wanted to do. Let's set it off on right there. We are. Just a hair. I'm telling you, that ain't the most horrible thing I ever did see. Where am I? Up here. There you have it. It ain't horrible. It did what I wanted it to do. Kind of. Everything lines up. That's the most important part. That'll take care of that problem. Oh, come on. Bitch. Alright, that's what it's going to be. It's done with that. I'll be back in a second. Hey, that says an accident. It looks clean. Take my backside, but what happened was when it was in the vise and it fell, it landed on my extension cord, instantly melting through all the things. Pop! There goes the fuse. You probably saw the lights go out. Now, the extension cord's there for a reason, and I always move it out of the way, which I did, except I wasn't just working on a little railroad spike knife. I didn't move it out of the way far enough. Shit like this can get you killed, and like I say, you can't make nothing if you're dead. So, safety tip, 12,000 or something like that. Alright, I'll be back with this actual project here in a second. Do is go back and clean up the flaring that I have on these handles, make sure they're straight. Just commit to it. Straighten up. Doesn't have to be perfect. This whole piece isn't perfect, but at least get it so it looks like something anyway. Straight and square would be good. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's get our little square out, see what we got going on here. I'm okay with that. What am I at right now? I think I'm okay with that. I think it looks right. So I'll turn around and I'm going to get rid of that. This other side, just kind of clean it up a little bit so it don't look so freaked up. sure where that one needs to come in. It isn't horrible. It ain't horrible. Been a long day. I like it. Relatively lined up. Does what it's supposed to do, I think. We're there. Okay. For the mounting plates, I got some 2.5 inch by quarter stuff. I'm going to just put a hammer on them, make them look beat up so they match the beat up texture or look of the other thing. And I'm going to weld them on, which I wish I'd come out. I'm going to weld them on. End of conversation. Let's just put a little hammer on this. I like to go around the edges first. Give it a nice little bevel. Actually, that's all I'm going to do. I like the looks of that. Make sure we're relatively even. Yeah, I like the looks of that. You're in good shape. I like that. That's exactly what I want right there. Sweet. And down, one to go. Now there's the second mounting plate. There's the first one. I think that will look darn sweet when we get done. That will be an impressive looking vertical handrail. If you ask me, it is. I think that'll help some young ladies up there up the hill. That's not square. Or are we just longer? That I don't like. You just can't win it all. Stupid son of a bitch. No, it's just longer. Thank goodness. Alright, let's fabricate. Alrighty, children, we got her all finished up. I'm not sure what actual finish we're going to put on it yet, so it's raw right now. I think we'll just darken it and probably clear coat it since it's going to be outside. But it looks good. I mean, it's for a first attempt at whatever this technique is. The first time through, I mean, you saw the video. I pushed too much. The second time through, different technique, but geez, it was a lot of work. So I'm open to suggestions from anybody that's actually made whatever this is, you know, a teeing or an overlapping, just by moving the steel. This certainly could have been done very quickly. 3 cuts, you know, 3 pieces, this piece, this piece, this piece, zip, 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 weld, and you could have actually, like I did with these welds, forged over that and mushed that in, and had a really nice looking piece with not nearly the work I put into it. I have to, yeah, 3 hours into this thing. So, yeah, probably 3 hours. I was interrupted. So it looks good. It mounts good, or you know, it sits nice. It's a big, beefy handle for the young ladies to step up and step down on whatever it is they plan on putting the thing on. And there it is. At 90-degree tees, I guess, or a 90-degree corner with a step. Let's call it that. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Ciao. If you found this video helpful, educational, maybe even if you just found it entertaining, and you want to support me, you can jump back to my channel. There's a button on the right hand side of the screen called support, and it's kind of like a tip jar. You can go ahead and leave a tip for this video, and that'll help me make some more, I guarantee. Thanks for your support, as always.